Welcome lads, today we are looking at Charlie Austin. 80 pace, 85 shooting, 63 passing, 75 dribbling and 81 physical. This guy is really not great, honestly. I just did not like him. There was nothing that he did that I thought was good at all. I mean, looking at his stats right from the start, I mean, he had 80 pace. I was like, yeah, that's quick. 85 shooting, that's pretty decent. I didn't really look at the 63 passing and the 75 dribbling. I looked at the 81 physical, and I was like, yes, this player is good. But the thing that I did not look at was the 2-star skill moves. And it made me realise how much I need 3-star skill moves using this guy. And honestly, I'm not believing that he has 80 pace, because he felt very slow to me. His shooting was true, but he seemed too sluggish, like too static, not moving enough. It was just atrocious. I haven't actually played with a player, so I was getting so frustrated with this card. It wasn't doing anything you'd expect a player of his rating to do. I mean, his passing was so off. Everything was just not having it. Anyways, let's check out the in-game stats. Looking at his skill stats, he's got okay ball control at 78, great finishing at 90, great heading accuracy, which you would expect as he's 6'2" at 89. Decent shot power at 81, but everything else was just, not great. 73 short passing, 76 long shots, 56 long passing, can't hit a free kick, horrible dribbling at 72. It was just like, he was just not a player for me. I'm not saying that he might not be a player for anyone, but actually I am. I don't believe you can play well with this guy. Everything about him was just atrocious. Looking at his physical stats, he's got 78 acceleration, which isn't awful. I mean, the speed isn't the problem, theoretically, if he had something else offering. 87 jumping, 85 reactions, 81 sprint speed, 88 strength. I mean, he's strong and all. He's got 89 positioning. I'm not buying that one little bit because his positioning I felt was awful. Maybe it's because he's so slow and he just doesn't do things right. I don't know. There was just something about him that he was just off the pace. I changed his instructions to be better, stay forward, all that fun stuff, but he just did not have it. Anyways, let's just check out the highlights. Here, he's just going to finish it with his left foot. I mean, as I said earlier, if he gets into a position to shoot, he does have a good shot on him. He can score a goal. It's not the problem of that. It's the problem that he just isn't in the position enough, and you can't get him into the position because he's so bad at dribbling. I mean, he shows a bit of his quality there with 2 little ball rolls, and then he does have that strong strength, which I talked about earlier. But then the shot is beyond, not even happening, and then gets in here again, and yeah, it's a goal, but it's not a clean goal. There was nothing that stood out for me. And this guy is not cheap. And he just didn't stand out. He's 80 rated. That isn't a low rating. There are 100 times better players than this guy. Well, a lot cheaper and a lot lower rated, frankly. And he gets in here. And as I said earlier, if he gets in, he can score. Even if it goes in off the goalie, he does score goals. It's not the fact that he can't score the goal. It's the fact that he can't get into the position to score the goal. And I gave him every opportunity I could possibly do. I mean, that is just a great ball into him. And, one touch, finesse it round the goalie. He's a good finisher, but that's all I can say about him. That's the only pro of this guy. He can't even get it on target there. His left foot's okay. He can finish. As you can see here, his shot power is good. Everything about that is good, but the cons are horrible dribbling, no skill moves, 2-star skill moves. You got the advanced body frame and the ball roll. His attacking positioning is awful. He's too clunky. He's too big. It's just his heading right there. That was a pretty decent header, but not really that great, honestly. He gets in here again, and he doesn't score that. And he can hit a penalty. That's not a problem. He can score penalties, but that's not really. You don't spend 100k on someone who can just about score the odd goal. And if he's slow, the problem is the slow players. There are some very good slow players out there, but they have some other stat that makes them better. They got great dribbling, got skills, they got something to counter the horrible pace. But he says he has 80 pace, which you'd think, but it's he doesn't really have 80 pace in my opinion. I know it says it, but I don't believe it. He's just not a very good player. Anyways, that's the end of this review. Make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. Have you used him?
tweet me at FIFA Wisdom, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.